Hi, welcome to the shop. I am currently working on two nearly identical cigar box guitars. Wasn't a plan at first, it just kind of happened because, well, I ended up with two of the same boxes, and I ended up with enough maple to make two necks and two fretboards. So, why not? I'm going to make them as close to identical as possible because I'm curious to see how different they will sound, knowing there will be only minor differences in between them. So, guitar 2 is, well, just a box. And guitar neck 2, as you can see, it's 3/4 inch thick, 1.5 inches, and it's 32 inches long. And I've added a couple pieces of maple to the sides to make my headstock, and you can see my lines I have drawn on there, maybe. And we have to cut that out next. The fretboard has been laid out, nut slot, all the fret slots have been laid out, the markers have been laid out. You can see my center line in there, which is very important. Make sure you do center lines. So this is at a 24 3/4 inch scale. So this fretboard will be attached to the neck, and this piece will be cut into a heel that goes on here. And this is the part that will actually sit inside the box. I'll show you that in a second. All right, what's more fun is guitar number 1. The box, support in the 4 corners, and it's got a neck slot cut already. There are holes where I have already screwed the neck on. Okay, the neck, well, turning out to be quite a beauty if you ask me. I'm really liking it. So this one, the headstock has been cut, sanded, tuners installed. The fretboard slotted, markers have been put in, side markers have been put in. You can see it's attached to the neck. And let me flip this around and you can see where the heel has been attached also. And that's what I mean by cutting and shaping. This part right here will have to be shaped. This neck's ready for frets. Exciting. Now I've been trying to work on a signature tailpiece, and this is what I made. I made 2 of them, but I've already broke one because I didn't make these holes big enough and the grain's running the wrong way. So kind of a oops. So I broke one, I'll have to make 2 more. We're still going to use this. We're still going to put this on the guitar. Well, I need to get busy. How do you go from this to this with some of this, a little of this, and then some of this? First, you decide on the scale length you want to use. Scale length is the distance between the nut and the bridge of your guitar, and it has a significant effect on both the tone and playability of your instrument. You'll need a fret template of the scale length of your choosing. There are a lot of options out there for templates. A quick Google search and you will be overwhelmed with templates. I chose the Gen 2 template from cbgitty at 24.75 inch scale. That is a Les Paul scale length, and Strats are 25.5 inch scale length. Now I've found that 23 inch scale is very popular. MGB Guitars website has a paper template with 25.5 inch, 25 inch, 24 3/4 inch, 24, 23, 21, and 20 inch scales all on the same sheet of paper. And Shane Speal has a free downloadable 23 inch scale template. So I will leave links in the descriptions for these templates. You will need a thin kerf saw to cut the fret slots, as well as a square or miter box to ensure that the slots are cut straight and true. In this video I'm using an inexpensive Zona Dovetail saw with a .020 inch kerf. Kerf is how wide the blade is, including any tooth offset. The frets are medium with a .023 inch tang width. When choosing frets and a fret saw, check the tang of the fret wire and the kerf of the fret saw. You can use a square to guide the saw when cutting the slots, but a miter box is way better. The one I'm using is from cbgitty. Nothing fancy, inexpensive, and it works. As for the depth of the cut, how deep should you cut the fret slot depends on the tang of the frets you choose. The tang on the frets I am using is 0.050 inch or 1.27 millimeters deep. The tang needs enough room so the crown of the fret seats firmly on the fretboard. When installing the frets, it's important to use a brass hammer or mallet to seat them firmly in the slot. If you have a press, you could use that to seat the frets. Make sure the frets are seated well to avoid any buzzing or other issues. These cutters I am using are just inexpensive Harbor Freight end nippers. They are getting the job done, but they are not ideal. In this close-up, you can see how far back the cutting point is from the face of the tool. That leaves you with a lot of extra fret wire hanging over that has to be filed away. It will take a lot more time dressing the frets. My reason for showing you this is that building and playing cigar box guitars is not about having the fanciest or most expensive tools. It's about the passion and determination to bring your vision to life and play some music. Even if you find yourself working with tools that are less than perfect, embrace the challenge and let it fuel your creativity. Every obstacle you encounter is an opportunity to learn and grow. So don't wait for the perfect tools to start. Dive in, get your hands dirty. It's not the tools that define the builder, but the pride and dedication poured into each project. Once the frets are installed, it's time to dress the frets. I'm going to do that in the next video. Remember, a good fret job is essential for a playable and great sounding cigar box guitar. Take your time, use what you have, and get started. And I have to tell you, I just made a mistake. Because I picked it up. And there's something about these things that when you pick them up, it's hard to put them down. Tune to open G, G, D, G. It's a power chord for you guitar players. Like when you used to go like that. Well, you already got it. So when you go to play the blues, it's right there. If you like this video, please subscribe, comment, ring the bell, give us a thumbs up. It really helps out the channel and we appreciate it.